Good Tuesday morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hey, Cosmic Girl, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, Lord. I got choked on my drink. Honey, it is a lot going on today. Right, Cosmic Girl. I agree with you, child. I had to come on and say what I had to say, child. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I am at a lot. Well, oh, first of all, let me say, please hit the like button if you are up in the clouds. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you care, but please hit that like button. Hey, CC, how you doing? Happy Tuesday, y'all. Once again, I hope everybody's enjoying your day. Child, I logged into YouTube today, and I really was kind of perplexed about what was going on. Hey, Leslie Jennings, how you doing? And I said, well, let me get on here and talk my little 2 cents about it. So let me tell y'all how I found out the tea, child, right? So I logged on and I seen a video going down my timeline of Rico, right? Hey, Roger Jennings, Miss O Rico thought KRN was that child. Okay. Oh, and I'm glad you said that because first let me say this. You know, look, so Jay Wilson got in his feelings about something I said pertaining to him. I was using him as an example. See, here's the thing: people don't like to uh they don't like to see a mirror image of themselves. Let me say it that way, right? So, Jay Wilson, let me just tell you, let me from Hattie Mae to you, okay? When I was telling KRN that you was him in his future, that's how he was going to be in his future pertaining to you, honey. I was not talking about your looks, okay? I was I was not talking about your looks, Jay Wilson. And if you are that surface level, it says a lot about you. But I understand a lot of people are surface level. But let me just say again, when I was telling the KRN that was him and that you was him in the future, honey, I was not talking about your looks. Okay, I was not. Just let me say that. Okay. And so anyway, y'all. So I logged on this morning and no. As a matter of fact, first I seen Kristen's video, and she had Rico's name in the title, right? And I know that KRN yesterday, he had, and you know what? He had called. I think he had called, giving a fake name, a weird name. Trying to get information or trying to find out, what Rico meant about when he was talking about his health issues, or he was. I don't really know what that was about, but anyway, he made several calls pertaining to what Rico had said concerning his health issues, right? And I was like, wow, really? And then then I think he did a call talking about, still worried about Rico's dog, right? More worried about Rico's dog than worried about Rico, right? And then he gonna turn around, honey. He couldn't keep me out of his mouth yesterday, and I was like, "Well, who's the one that's really mad around here, me or you? Because you're not bouncing up and down in the chair like a chihuahua, and your eyes not bugging out. But honey, you kept mentioning my name. You know why you kept mentioning my name? Because it was hitting you with some reality. That's what it was. See, here on YouTube, we have an alternate sense of reality. Hey, Dreamy Genie, people's realities are askew. And a lot of people that are really morally bankrupt, show them who you are, because it ain't always about what you say. It's about how you say it and it's also about the the meaning behind it, right? So the reason why I say that is, and let me know if y'all can hear me good enough, right? Hey, Foxtrotter. And the reason why I was saying that is KRM. Let me tell you something, boy. When you was up there talking about people expect you to have empathy and you ain't got no empathy and all this and all that in reference to me, honey, that is not uh a read against me. You was reading yourself, okay? You was dragging yourself. That's what you was doing, cause you was telling the world what a reprobate you are. Okay, thank you, Foxtrotter. See, that is you not having no empathy for nobody. That is not a me issue. That is a you issue. And I don't care if you don't have no empathy or not, cause that's on you. Hey, Miss Me. So, honey, you ain't reading me with that statement that about that fact of your life. You reading yourself, but you know everything, right, KRN? Okay. Then you said, since we on this road right here, but we gonna get to the Rico thing. This is all pertaining to, I guess him, right? Because he had so much to say about me yesterday. Uh, then you said, you was talking about what you think you know about me, boy. You don't know nothing about me, okay? You know why you don't know nothing about me? Because I am not a Rico, okay? Hey, CMAC TV, I don't come online bragging or telling anything about myself or how I live or anything else. All right. The only thing, all y'all know about me really is okay. I live in the country. I'm married. Very, 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 very few. The reason why I don't come on and well, number one, I would never come on talking about my business online anyway. But another reason why I do that, another reason why I don't even cam up no more, is cause people just want information on your life. You know what I mean? So all you can do is wonder, right? So you said that, and the reason why, hey Bashful, thanks for renewing your membership. Now, how you doing, baby? And thank you so much. And so, in order for you to feel, superior to me in your mind, anyway, I have to be this downtrodden person, this barren woman, and all of this and all. Let me tell you something, boy. That barren, not having no kids, read, child, that is 30 years too late. That I done went through menopause and everything. Okay, now you should have hit me with that. Uh, Probably before you was born. Like I don't even know. I don't even know, but right, or at least you was 5 or 6 years old. Cause I really know I ain't diabetic. Know how old you are, but honey, hey Betty Boop, thanks for the super chat, love. Good morning. Thank you so much, Betty Boop. I appreciate you. That's nice. Thank you. But honey, that breed right there in particular. Would you say Miss Me phone? What about the phone, Miss Me? Is something wrong with my phone? Y'all let me know. But anyway, like I said, honey, that read is just about 30 years too late. Do you think that bothers me? I bet you, honey, people been saying that about me for years. Oh Lord, she a biscuit throat. She got stuff. They worry about my snot. She don't have no kids, and I'm just wondering when exactly is that supposed to mean something to me? I was asking Bashma. Oh, the iPhone. Uh, I know, Miss Me. I don't understand. There's something that you got. I think they said you got to go through Safari or something to find the iPhone member button or something. I don't understand it, Miss Me, but baby, thank you so much for wanting to become a member. But I don't know about that. How to get the iPhone thing to get to the I don't know, baby. I don't know. Hey Teddy says, hello, Miss O. I don't feel sorry for nobody. Wasn't they after I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. Okay? Okay. Yes, but I will join her. Yeah, thank you, Bashful. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the iPhone deal confused me. I just something easy for me to do it from the desktop. Oh, okay, Bastion. It's easy for you to do it from the desktop. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I know that there is a way. If you're an iPhone user, that you can. It's a process. I don't even understand it, but I've heard people talking about it. Thanks, Miss Me. Because you can't find the membership. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much for the super chat. That means a lot. That means the world to me when y'all want to support me like that. That's all right, cause y'all don't have to do that. But I sure thank you so much. Hey, Kentucky Red Living. And so, where was I at? Y'all, that was so sweet of y'all. Thank y'all. Oh my God, I really appreciate that. Y'all done made my morning. Well, I appreciate y'all. Look, so so the boy over there giving out old reads and all of this and all of that, and he back to the basics. I'm better than you, and blah 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 and blah. Let me tell you something, boy. I have lived a life that you can never live. Okay, I have lived a life, two or three of them, as a matter of fact. Okay. And you better hope that you make it my age to have some experience, because clearly you ain't really never been through nothing. I guess childhood trauma, but there's so much more to deal with in this world. And so I hope you can handle it without losing every last bit of your mind, okay? Because hurt people really do hurt people. Y'all see that in my title, right? And the reason why I put hurt people in my title is because the way you did Rico yesterday. And we know how Rico is, right? Now Rico been around here for years. He's told us his story. About his life. What's going on with him health wise, and all of this and all of that. Now I don't understand. Now here's the thing. You got to be really touched in your spirit, okay? And it's got to be something mentally wrong with you to take Rico so seriously to the point to where, number one, you keep calling about the man's dog. Okay. Now I saw the Rico video. I saw two Rico's video, including the one where the police took him in, which broke my heart. The first one, he was on that Rico. We know Rico is not mentally stable. We all know that, right? So for you to go as far as you did, is absolutely unnecessary for me, because like what I mean, everybody know about Rico and his lifestyle and his living situation. Why would you want to call? How can you be so touched by anything that Rico of all people say, to where you want to call about his health, inquire about his health situation, and inquire about his dog? Rico of all people, you want to do that? I mean, I don't know what. Let me tell you, Miss Me. I guess you didn't see it, right? So let me tell you what's going on in case y'all don't know what's going on. I thought everybody knew what was going on. So yesterday, because Rico had told KRN, if you make one more call, this, that, and the other, right? So I guess KRN took him up on his offer, and he did a couple of calls yesterday. Now this Rico now, right? He did a couple of calls. I don't know if it was I think it was inquiring about the dog, or follow up about the dog, as well as um as well as calling around about Rico's health situation, right? KRN is not no, he's not too stable either, Bachelor. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting at. Absolutely. The thing he says, well, I can't listen to. He is horrible. He is hard. And he think he cute, honey. Talking about he ain't got no sympathy. Okay, honey, that's a read on yourself. Okay, that ain't no read on nobody else. Cause that's between you and your God, baby. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with me. I was just commenting on it. That don't have nothing to do with me. That is not a me problem. Like I said earlier, honey, that is a him problem. So I guess that was supposed to be a read. I don't know. But anyway, the reason why you did all that comment on Rico, of all people, Rico, okay, is because you are unhinged and you don't know how to read, roast, gag, or drag. You are boring. You know how to jump up in that seat and holler, okay? And then you're gonna have the nerve to call me a liar. And I was trying to figure out, well, what was I lying about? So I guess you was playing semantics. Let me tell y'all this. So he said I was a lie because I said he got fired from his job because of his, what he was doing on the internet with the freak Twitter, I guess, and somebody, showed it to his job or whatever, right? So from what I understand, he didn't get fired. He resigned from that job, right? Now, see, here's the semantics. You resigned so that you wouldn't get fired. They allowed you to resign because they didn't want you anymore. But no matter what the semantics are, is they didn't want you in there anymore, and you are not there anymore. Okay. So whether it was fired or resigned, those are semantics because you are not there anymore. Okay. So I guess that was supposed to be the lie. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. We're playing semantics, okay? Sure. They wanted OB sent it back, so someone called the police on themselves and got locked up like Tracy did. No, Rico didn't call the police on himself. What's his name did? KRN did. Then he thought he really did thought it was cute. He is out of control. It really is sad. And Rico's dog, let me tell you something. Rico's dog looked more healthy and more beautiful than Jay Wilson's dog. Okay? And that dog was clearly not afraid of Rico. He was trying to calm Rico down in everything. You know, licking him on the face and everything. That dog looked happy with Rico. Okay? Broke my heart too, Kentucky Red. That's what sent me over the edge right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care what he said about me, but that sent me over the edge about Lovely Love. I was like, oh no, he didn't. Oh no, he didn't. Rico is unstable. Why argue with him? Why even argue with him? Why argue with Rico? Why call somebody? And then why are you so worried about Rico's health status? Worry about your own health status. Worry about you not getting too drunk one night or a couple of days or stay on a drunk or a high, you know, when you on a marijuana and alcohol binge, okay? And you forget to take your prep and you go out to one of these clubs and you meet some stranger and you have relations with them. Worry about that while you worrying about Rico. Okay? Worry about that. Worry about missing your prep, okay? And being drunk and going out and meeting a stranger. Okay? Worry about not being in Rico's situation. Worry about that. Okay? Worry about that. Okay? No, he has never been shy about his status. You know, he tell people what's going on with him and whatnot. He give out too much information for me, like showing where he live, how he living, you know, his situation. You know, Rico really is unstable. Everybody know this. Okay, so let me tell y'all, I seen the video, right? Now on the first video, he was like he waiting for the police to knock at his door, right? And he's on there, you know, he got the child a knife in his hand and you know, he talking and saying he waiting for the police to come on the door, you know, on the door, lock on the door. He said he talked to his case manager about the situation. And the case manager told him to make a police report. You know, I think Rico knew it was coming, right? And it stopped down there. It stopped Green Rising, Big Tussle called ODS job out on live. Really? It spoke directly to a supervisor. Oh my God. For what? Oh look. See, people is going too far. People are out of control. You're supposed, you know, you get when you let the internet get you so upset that you touched in your spirit to the point to where you want to start calling on people and doxing people and all. It's something wrong with you. It's time for you to log off for a couple of days, okay? If you can't properly use your words on this internet and you got to go so far that you still have to start but delving into people's real lives, honey, you need to take a break, okay? That is weird, all right? That means you are just as unhinged as the person that you was talking about, right? So information said GM is on chat. Did you hear that VS diagnosed him with yesterday? I'm waiting on his diagnose. Who did she diagnose? I don't know what you're talking about. Information and what was said. No, I didn't hear it though. Mm-mm. I can't believe Tulsa did that. That's absolutely unhinged. Unhinged. Mm-mm. I'm going to call the dentist about his business side too. And Decay went to his child. Good morning, Just Troller said Miss Rico didn't call the police. I know he didn't call the police on himself. Yeah. But he showed them the video. They got they got that video got him taken down to the police, you know, the precinct. They said he wasn't arrested, but he had to see a judge. I think they did that in order to give him some type of mental health evaluation or something like that. That's what I felt like. But I really hate that. You know what I mean? Like he already living in supported housing. I hope he don't lose his housing. I really hope he don't lose the dog have to go back to the shelter. You know, and if the dog got to go back to the shelter, I hope he will be rehomed. and not put down. But that dog clearly was not afraid of Rico. Okay, aren't you scared the vegan stud will see you over here just asking for a friend? Oh, it missed me. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. Yep, information. I'm a what? Who diagnosed and what was the diagnose? What? Now I didn't see the video. I haven't been over there in a while. I wish information tell me what he talking about. How you on probation and calling somebody job child? That is nasty word. ODS is calling people, cussing people out, rolling a blunt on live with his company T-shirt on during work hours. These people need to log out, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I guess she said KRN has the house. Whoa, did she? Oh wow. Is that why he's so angry? Child. Ooh, I did not hear that, y'all. Wow. How she know? Whoa. Who's the vegan stud? Oh, you talking about VS? You must be talking about the other Miss Me. I'm grown. I know that's right, Miss Me, right? Mm-mm. Weren't you a mod over there? When it says Miss O, I can't remember who I was watching yesterday, but I remember hearing them say that VS said KRN said he has the house in Virginia. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't remember him ever saying. Hey, Room Shaker. I don't remember him ever saying that. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't remember him ever saying that. I really don't. Now I'm not saying he ain't never said, but I'm just saying I ain't heard it. I didn't hear nothing like that. I didn't. I did not. Mm-mm. I hope Rico gets some help too. Oh, she went in the other day. Yeah, I haven't been over there in a very long time. Hey, said, hey, will y'all mind hitting the video, please? I forgot to say, please hit the like button, child. Y'all, please hit the like button, child. There's so much going on, and my nerves are so frazzled after watching the videos. I said, oh goodness, let me strike up a video. She said it openly and boldly. Wow. Yeah, wow. Rico needs mental attention. He needs to be on some. But I mean, he lives in he lives in supported housing, and he's got a case manager, and hopefully he is on medication. But I just wish he could stay offline because it gets him, too agitated. You know what I mean? And I really and you don't got to push nobody as far as you can push them. You know what I mean? But when you're dealing with somebody like KRN, which openly says he don't have no empathy for nobody, I guess he want to be the pseudo bad guy around here. Okay, the 2.0 around here, and so I guess that's you would do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, child, they're saying that people are now calling his social worker and New York Housing Authority to report Rico and share the video of Rico on his arrest. Why would you do? So y'all want him homeless again? Y'all want the man on the street again? Really? She claims she has proof, Miss O, and she dared Roma to sue her. Oh wow, yeah, I didn't see the video. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see the video. I did not. All I know is I haven't heard him say it. That's all I can say. Cause I'm not. Yeah. Mm-mm. She said she talks to people behind the scenes and found out he got the package. Wow. KRN said on live yesterday he don't have nothing. He don't have nothing. He clean. Okay, so Kathy V says KRN said online yesterday that he don't have nothing. He clean. Child, like I said, I didn't hear. Yeah, I didn't. I've never heard him say that. No, Miss O, he didn't say it. It said VS. It said VS said. Yeah, that's what they said. VS said that that she said it. Yeah, I didn't hear it. Thump down. I hope they don't cause. Yeah, I hope they don't cause Rico to lose his apartment. Yeah, people need to stop calling. Why aren't you calling on the police on a situation about a dog? And then you acting like you scared and what? Because Rico threatened you online, you really think he gonna come see you? Really? I think they are pushing him for him to lose his housing. Yeah. Why would you want that man to lose his housing, man? That's crazy. Y'all want him to be out on the street sick? Hmm. Mm-mm. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. At this point, just leave Rico alone. Some of these people are so demonic. What gonna make them happy? Him? Yes, right. What is gonna make them happy? Or him deceased? Like what? I mean, how? I mean, I'm confused. Like what? Why would you do that? Child. Mm-mm. I can't care about these people more than they care about. That's true. You can't care about them more than they care about themselves. Say, this is my commentary, and it's not right. In my opinion, via my commentary, it's not right. Why you gotta ride somebody to the point to where they lose their housing? Okay, and it's like you preyed on Rico, right? So he told us the story about him going and getting Rico a storage shelter and all of this and all that, right? So, like when you truly do something, from your heart for people, you don't bring it up again, right? So that means you clearly had a hidden motives about why you went to see Rico in the first place. So that told me a lot right there about you, the fact that you brought it up. Okay, child. And now they're bringing up what you did, but we're gonna talk about that in a minute. He need to sit down his water child. That water he got a whole lot of water and a little bit of brain. Okay, clearly. Mm-hmm. I may fuss with Rico and talk major S, but I'm not calling the police right, job, or hazard authority on anybody. I know that's right, stomp down, because my God, it's too much. I don't want the man to lose his house or his dog. Yeah, because some of these people on here are actually evil. Yes, absolutely. Well, KRN said he don't have no empathy for nobody, and I believe him. Absolutely. Like I said, honey, that was a read on yourself, because I don't care if you got none or not. Because that don't have nothing to do with my spirit. That's between you and your God. That's a personal issue. Okay. Sure. Sure. It's pretty obvious that some people on here are evil. They want people to be miserable. Hurt people hurt people. Misery loves company. I agree. And they try to destroy people's lives. Child Rico is still mad about KON calling on him about hitting the why. But that's how all this got started. Yeah, y'all please hit the like button. Will y'all please hit the like button? Thank you so much. They preyed on Rico. Yes, they did. Them people called on him. Not just one. Yes, I heard it was a couple of people, and I believe it too. Wednesday said, I was very disappointed in KRN. He went too far. He absolutely went too far. He's got a real bad problem with his anger issues. And if he don't get that worked out, that anger that he got in him will destroy him. Okay? I unsubbed. I like him, but that was out of line. It may be Rico today and him tomorrow. That's right. I tell you, that tongue that's it's powerful. You can't play with the power of the tongue. Okay? But Rico threatened him on live, and called the police, but instead they got him. Rico threatened him on live, but what is Rico really gonna do? I mean, like really. But Rico didn't call the police on himself. He said he was waiting for the police to knock on his door. That's what I saw. I didn't see him calling the police on himself. If he lives in supportive housing in NYC, it's for people with mental illness, substance addiction, a house in Virginia, right? He won't lose his house and they will put him on shit. Good. Thank you for saying that. I don't know how that works down there. Thank you for it's right. Keep it on YouTube. They also can place him into adult home or assisted living. Oh wow. Oh wow. I just don't want him to be, with his condition out on the street. Like I really can't. No. Oh my God. Mm. The way Roma doing him, I don't think he ever liked her. I don't either. You know. Who was that I was listening to? Now I do. Well, it was somebody I was listening to, and they were saying they prayed on Rico. You know what I mean? They prayed on him a couple of people prayed on him for different reasons. You know what I mean? And they were saying, I think it was Jay Wilson, because Jay Wilson they dragged him to the ground too. You know how Jay Wilson is, right? He more worried about a dog than he is a man. Is That's my issue. He has met in person. That he know his struggles because he said he met him in person. He said he rented him a storage unit and all of this and all that. He got empathy for it. Yeah, but you met this human in person, but you got so much, and then he really don't have no empathy for the dog either. Because now, what did the dog? What did they take the dog? After they took Rico down to the precinct, they couldn't leave the dog in an apartment by itself. They need to keep this S on YouTube. If they can't take the S that goes on, just leave. That's why something just thin skinned as hell. Just go too far. Just do too much. You know what I mean? He called on KRM, but they got him. He had a knife. I didn't see what he called on KRN. Did I miss that, y'all? Because when I see, he was on there talking some, he waited for them to knock on his door, and he did the knife thing, and he kept telling the dog, the dog kept jumping up on him, and he was taking the dog to the, take him out to use the bathroom. And then in the next video, that was when the police knocked on his door and he opened the door and he did show him the video and stuff, and he shouldn't have done that. That's that clip over there. They bullied Dovey in court. They've been doing this. Child. Hey Miss Sandra, how you doing? Thank you, Miss Sandra, too. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. Hey, Candy Cane. Jay Wilson goes too far sometimes, but at least he go too far. He do way too much. But yeah, at least he keep it on YouTube. I agree. Rico hadn't been coming. He hadn't been coming on. They did bully him back. Oh, they bullied KR. What's it? That other guy's like TRX. They called his name so much he was online yesterday. But y'all know I'm going to talk about that. I'm gonna stop reading these comments. I'm just trying to find out, about what I missed. You know what I mean? Rico hadn't been coming on, but y'all read that. He had a right. He did have a right to defend himself, and I do believe Rico. I think he really got agitated. Number one, about the dog. He couldn't believe that was done to him. And number two, about the ODS situation. And he really got agitated. And when you're dealing with somebody with that amount of mental illness, you know what I mean? And you can't, don't do that. Don't do that. People get more time for a dog than a human. That's the truth. That's the truth. But when the people came out the first time, they didn't see those signs of abuse from the dog. And from what I seen yesterday, that dog really cursed for Rico. And Rico cursed for that dog was healthy. That dog is not afraid of Rico. I don't care what nobody try to say. I have a dog. That dog is not afraid of Rico. Okay? Sure. Rico really isn't in the sector anymore. They keep messing with him. All these men preyed on the 9.5. They all nasty. All had perverse intentions for Rico. Now, True Black Cheetah, you know what? I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Okay. Sure. I sure do. Our ASPCA and NYC is full. Oh my God, they are asking people to adopt so they won't have to start putting them down. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want them to have to put that dog down because they take the dog for Rico. So how are you caring about the dog if the dog is healthy and he likes his home with Rico? It was clearly what I saw yesterday. He was trying to care for Rico. That dog kept looking at him in the face, trying to calm him down. You know what I mean? Rico took the dog. The dog was at a healthy weight, and Irby, he looked clean. The dog looked clean. The dog looked more healthy than Rico. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay. So if they take the dog away from him and they put him back in the shelter, and he have to end up getting put down in what, mid-August? How are you caring more for the dog? How was that helping that dog? If the dog end up getting put down, are you so worried about him in Rico's house? Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't enjoy watching Rico get harassed. I won't be watched because we don't know. Yeah, he not out there. I don't think it's entertaining watching him get harassed either. I sure the hell don't. I very rarely speak on that situation, when they go deep because it's been going on for years. Roman and crew, or the bootleg club chat. Now, honey, they ain't the bootleg club chat. They the bootleg house of Slytherin, evidently. Mm. He begged them to leave him alone. Not for nothing, I heard somebody named Ios called. Oh, really? I don't even know. I don't know, child. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. But I know that KRN called online yesterday. He called live online yesterday. I do know that. Well, they called about the cat he had. So I don't know how he could be surprised they called about. Well, see, that's you know what? That's what you can't show your business online. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. My God, today. I think they will rehome the dog. I hope so. Hopefully he won't have to be put down. Did you read up there what Betty Boop just said? That is what I was afraid of. Betty Boop says our ASPCA in NYC is full. They are asking people to adopt so they won't have to start putting them down in mid-August. So if the whole thing is full, what are the chances of him finding a new home before he is put down? You know, why they making it about the dog and less about Rico? Thank you, child. Speaking up to Roman, and him getting pissed off. Then in retaliation, him calling on him again online, resulting in him getting arrested. Yeah, what? I mean, that was absolutely unnecessary to me. I was like, is he for real, child? Mm-mm. He may have been from a no-kill shelter. I hope so. I hope so. I hope Rico don't have to lose his dog. Child. Mm-mm. If they have nowhere for the dog to go, they will put him down, right? But Curry already cares about the dog. Exactly. Which is a real distinct possibility. Hey, lovely love. Hey, Miss O. Hey, everyone. Rico had just got that dog, so he had to teach him who's the master. And you never seen Rico do anything else to that dog. Well, clearly, lovely love, that dog cares about Rico, and Rico cares about that dog. They're very affectionate towards one another. From what I saw yesterday on the video, that dog is not scared of Rico. That dog is not scared of Rico. Okay. Child, I will never understand this. I know that's right, Miss Sandra. Lord Jesus. Shortly after Big Tulsa completed making her call to ODS job slash supervisor, it hung up the phone and looked up slowly at its monitor and stated, quote, I just did my big really? Oh wow. Really is nasty work, Angelica. Wow. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Mm. That is extremely low down and nasty work. It sure the hell is. Oh God. Oof. What I get from this, and thank God I'm married. These men's are careless and carefree. Pay attention, ladies. I know that's right, child. I mean, they, child, child. I'm ready to go. I had to cough that back down my throat. Okay. That hard body biz out of line. I don't wish nobody to lose anything because of YouTube. I don't wish that for nobody. I really don't. Mm-mm. This sector is getting pitiful day by day. Too much madness out for a click in the view. I know that's right. Angelica, people need to limit the things yes, they need to limit their access. I absolutely agree with that. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She said, Stomp, I will click off if he's on the panel. Child. Hey, Lovely says, have a phone call. Okay, you'll catch the. Oh, thank you, Lovely. Have a good day. Thank y'all. Please hit the like button if you will. Please hit the like button. Please share the video. But most importantly, please hit the like button if you don't mind. Thank y'all so much. Tulsa looking for views, so she to invest in calling for. Yeah, that's woo. Whew, like Stomp said, that's nasty work. Nasty. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Betty Boop says people are bringing their pets to the ASPCA because they can't afford to feed them. Wow. So they are starting a pet food pantry to help people keep their pets in NYC this week. Wow. That's sad. Oh my God. Miss me, I never watched that hard jawbone man. Some individual, I guess it's fake individual. So y'all know I got this dollar sign when somebody put foot as an individual. Okay, child. Mm-mm. People really need to take a break and pay attention to what they're doing, right? So anyway, y'all, let me get on with the commentary. I am so sorry. I really want to know if you guys, saw something that I didn't see because I don't, in my opinion, things don't have to get so hard on YouTube. You don't have to get so invested or so angry with somebody on YouTube where you start trying to destroy their actual life. But you say you're doing this all because of a dog, but it's a deeper issue. It's more than just about a dog. And I really want y'all to realize that. But you care so much about the dog, but according to Miss Betty Boop, the pet places are overrun with pets because people can't afford to take care of them. And she said in mid-August, they might have to start putting the pets down, right? So if you care about this dog and this dog has got a home, right, and they take the dog from Rico, will they be able to clearly they're not rehoming them fast enough if they're going to have to start having a conversation about putting them down in mid-August. So, but you care about that dog though, right? And then you care about that dog more than you care about Rico. You don't care nothing about Rico. You calling around about his status. Rico, really? Rico. Of all people, Rico. You that thin skin where you got to do all this to Rico. Okay. All right. I get the roasting and gagging. I do too. I get the roasting and gagging. But it seems to be a lot of hate going around. Well, it's a lot of thin-skinned people going around, Miss Sandra. Clearly, that's a perfect example of what's going on between Rico and Karen. Do you realize how thin your skin got to be to go to these limits on somebody like Rico? Like really, child. Hate a small word with a big L. It's another small word with a big meaning. Karma, child. Shelters are overflowing everywhere. Yeah, yeah, Miss Me, Lord have mercy. Because people are having to, prices are so high. People just trying to take care of their family. And a lot of people I imagine can't afford to even feed their pet no more. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is ridiculous to me, Candy Cane. It's very sad. It's very sad. Hey, Room Shaker, how you doing? So anyway, let's talk about something else real fast, right? Because I can that Rico thing that just did it for me, right? I was like, oh my God. Now see, well, they said they weren't putting him in jail, but they said they was taking him down to the precinct, and he would have to speak to a judge. But I think because he's in supportive housing, and because he was so agitated, and because he showed him that video when he was wielding that knife or whatever, I think that they want to judge to have him order him to be evaluated, and I think that's why they took him in like that. You know what I mean? But they said they wasn't arresting him, but they was taking him down to the precinct, and he had to see a judge. That's what they said. So I think they want him to be, evaluated or something. I don't know. But Rico did say that he talked to his social worker, and his social worker told him to file a report on KRN about false reporting about his dog. And so hopefully, since he talked to his social worker in his supporting housing, facility, that he won't have to lose his housing. I'll tell you one thing, that place where Rico was when he walked outside and he walked out, his place might have been a little messy, but it seemed like that was a nice building. It seemed like it was a nicer building than what Uppity and her daughter live in. Like a 72-hour hold. I don't know. But they said they was taking him down and he had to speak to a judge, watch the 10 to 15 hour live that will be done regarding okay, stomp down. Child, you ain't never lied. And to be bragging about it and patting himself on the back about it too. Child. But he gonna play victim. Here's the victim role. He threatened me. He threatened to come down here and harm me. But you started it, and you know he wasn't coming down there anyway. Child. Mm-mm. Yeah, the social worker called him online yesterday. So hopefully he's got a good social worker, and I just wish that they could order him to stay offline. That would be a wonderful thing. Okay. No matter his circumstances, he loves God. He professes it. Yes, he does. He will get himself together. But be mindful about messing with God's people. I know that's right. I know that's right, true black cheetah. I know that's right. God don't like ugly. He really don't care nothing about cute either. That right, child? All these surface level demons. Pink Tulsa will do anything for attention. That's horrible. I would hate to be these people's social workers. You know what, Teddy? I was a social worker for years, and it was too much for me. Just let me put it that way. That's why my husband retired me early. It was too much for me. It's too much. I couldn't leave it at work. You know what I mean? I couldn't let it go. So yeah, Rico being out of the B sector while dragging back, right? Because they don't have nothing else to talk about. Just like they drag TRX back. They don't have nothing else to talk about. That's why. But you don't have to come back if you don't want to. It don't matter what nobody say about you. Okay? Because I don't care what nobody say about me. If I don't want to, if I don't want to respond, I'm not going to respond. Now, a lot of the time, like I said, told y'all yesterday, I was moody, right? Now, sometimes I be messy. Sometimes I start it. Sometimes I respond. It's just on how I feel. Okay? I do what I want to do. Sometimes I give you attention. Sometimes I won't. Oh well. But some people can't do that. You know what I mean? They can't separate what's going on online with what's going on with the reality offline. And then you got people that take just cause you having a so called beef with somebody online, you want to start messing in people's real lives and stuff. That means you got a thin skin. That means you need to log off because you're doing too much. You way too invested. I hope people know that Rico's family watches this channel and several of his family members are mods on this channel. Rico, please don't respond. You just giving them content. That's true. But we all know Rico is, yeah, he's very reactionary, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. This is Rico's second offense with the animal cruelty. But the KRN called for a follow up. He didn't get taken down to the precinct for animal cruelty. I think he got taken down to the precinct because they want to have him evaluated about his mental health status, not animal cruelty. Because the dog clearly ain't afraid of Rico. The dog is affectionate towards Rico and everything. I mean, come on now. Really? Child. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about y'all. So we're gonna talk about the Rico thing. I just really Lord, mm, mm. Let's talk about the part of the video, and I talked about the hurt people was this whole thing that's going on. Like, why is Roman so invested in Rico's dog and in Rico's health situation? He need to check himself. Oh, and by the way, before I go any further, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you something else, KRN. Okay? Oh, thank you, Miss Me. Thank you, baby. Thank you for the support, love. You have a good day, baby. Thank you. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Let me tell you something else, boy. Maybe his social worker called. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let me tell you something, boy. What was I going to say? I was going to tell him something else about something that he said. Because he was so concerned with the article yesterday, but he's telling me mad. It seemed to me like you the one mad. I don't have nothing to be mad about. I'm glad you cussed him out yesterday. Oh, no problem, Candy Cane. Chat. And then he don't even know how to respond right. He don't even know how to roast, gag, or drag. And technically, he is lackluster. My word, and he is very boring. Okay. So, and he talked too damn slow and too long. Okay. When he doing a recap, it's not. It's not entertaining. Okay. Now he got all them numbers and he got this, that, and the other because people pick and choose or whatever, and they go to whatever the most popular person is at the time. But we've seen it, before. Everybody get a turn around here, right? And when they get tired of him, they'll move on to somebody else. Okay, but make the best of it, honey. While you got it, I guess. Child. We done seen it time. Oh, this is what I want to say. Y'all, please hit the like button. While you're around there calling me a phobe, okay? If I am so phobic against you or your community, that says, the meaning of that is I'm supposed to be afraid, in some way of you or your community. Let me tell you something, boy. I am not afraid of nothing that breathe and bleed red blood like I do. Okay? You don't like my commentary. They've been calling me that for years on here. You better ask somebody that's been around for a while. Jay Wilson loved to call me that. He called me that when he was talking about don't put his name in it and all this and all that. Child, they've been calling me that for years. Do you think that's changing my commentary or my train of thought or what I think in any way, shape, form, or fashion? And why would you think I would be afraid of you or anybody else because of who you are? Are you okay, child? If anything I'm scared of, it's about how disturbing um some of these people really are, right? Not scared of the person, scared of the fact they are morally corrupt and morally bankrupt. Okay, and that's why this world is the way that it is right now. Okay? Because they believe in that do as thou wilt theory from that Aleister Crowley nonsense. Do as thou wilt, honey. Without any type of control, honey, there's chaos. You clearly don't have no control over your faculties, okay? That's why you got so much chaos running around in your brain, KRN. Okay, honey? So, no, honey, I'm not a phobe. You just don't like the way I speak, or you don't like what I say because you don't like the truth. Okay, but it ain't just you. It's a whole bunch of them. But you can label me whatever you want to label me, but it ain't changing my conversation about you. Okay, because I talk about the word, and they don't like when I start talking about the word, y'all. It do something to them. It make them demons start quivering inside of them. Okay, that's why they call me a foe. All right. Child, I got more compassion for them than they got for their damn self. Now that's what's going on. Cause I'm worried about your soul, honey, and them demons inside of you. If anything, all right, child, please move right along. I blame Tyler Perry. He has these fools showing it. You blame Tyler Perry, True Black, you a mess. So y'all listen. Y'all please hit the like button, right? I was listening to YTC. I mean, not YTC. I was listening to Pizarro's video last night. Child, Pizarro did a good video last night. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I listened to the whole video, right? Now, y'all know it's hard for me to listen to a whole video, right? Child, I listened to the whole video this morning, okay? I was getting my whole entire life, okay? So, at one part of the video, she got TRX on there and they having a conversation, right? And he's real calm with it, and he's giving his opinion on basically the state of the sector and the state of Pizarro, and all of this and all that, right? And then, honey, Babe Nation hit the link. Five Babe hit the link, honey. Now, I didn't even know that her and TRX had a situation going on, right? I had no idea. I was like, damn, what pop Five Babe? Child. Now, y'all know since last week, especially the weekend, honey, some of the oldies been popping out. I was like, what? So she got up there and she was reading him his rights, and he was trying to be calm. I didn't know they had any type of history. Y'all know I don't be seeing everything, right? Child, so the TRX is still up there. He was saying what he had to say. He was trying to logically speak to madness, you know the madness of Pizarro or whatever, right? So, but down in the chat, there was a couple of other conversations going on. Y'all know I had to take some screenshots because, like I said, I got some receipts. Okay. So anyway, that was going on. That was good, little Kiki right there, right? But what got me, y'all, now I don't know what's going on with Nyca. Now she says she going through the menopause. Now you know you go through menopause, you be having a couple of changes, right? Things be going down in your head, right? Oh yeah, TRX and Five Babe had beef before. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I really didn't know. Evidently, honey, he was getting her the heck on her nerves back then. Cause honey, she still got unresolved issues when it came to him, baby. She said he cut. She said when things got hot, he couldn't run. I said, what? Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So he even went to his channel and did a little short, like a 10-minute or less video respond. I was like, child, and he been gone forever. But see, he's smart. And now if people did start trying to dox his job, he was smart to leave the internet. And I don't know why he popped back up. Because people that don't have nothing to lose will make you lose everything. Okay. I'm me. How you doing? Yeah, please be part of the replay gang and, roll back the video or whatever, right? Or go watch, what you missed when we get done, right? So anyway, so him and Five Babe had that back and forth. I was happy to hear Five Babe's voice, you know what I mean? And I heard from her for a while. But like I said, a lot of the old Jesus packet, was popping up this weekend, honey, when that conversation came up about the town halls and all of this and all of that. I was like, ooh, child. There go the babe. So she popped out on TRX, said what she had, slapped him around for a little quick minute, child, and got offline. She was like, bye, y'all. Have a nice flight. I was like, whoop, okay. That happened, right? But what got me, like I said, was Nyca, right? Now, I thought Nyca and KRN had, made up or whatever. But Nyca, she said she on that menopause and she done been through a lot. And maybe she thought to herself, well, now hold on, wait a minute. In retrospect, because I have a lot of, when it comes to being online, sometimes I have to do my commentary in this in retrospect, right? I be thinking one way, honey, then I have to go back and rethink it. Okay. Depending on how I'm feeling that day. So Nyca got up there and she said that boy did this, that, talking about KR did this, that, and the other, to her and said this, that, and the other about her. I think, she was really, you can tell that she was really hurt by the KRN situation. She said she didn't appreciate the sector turning on her for him, for what he was saying, which is what happened. No matter what nobody tried to say, it happened. Because like I said, folks go to the most popular person at the time, and she was hurt by people turning on her, to support him or whatever, right? And so this ninja down in the chat trying to act like it ain't what it was, right? That ain't what was going on. I'm like, no, he did. So let me show y'all the screenshot, right? Y'all know I had to get some receipts, right? So he says, Cal, with Nyca, so Nyca's talking about it, right? And she like, until you do right by me. Y'all know that color purple in case you ain't never seen it until with Whoopi tell Mister, until you do right by me, everything you try to do gonna fail. I said, go, Nyca. I said, baby. Now see, I thought they was trying to she was being real cordial with him and all this and all that. Then last night, honey, it was a 360-degree turn. She said, until you do right by me. I was like, Lord, and then she was talking about how hurt she was. You could hear her in her voice, you know. And then he down in the chat talking about something. The sector did not turn on you for me, if that's what you're saying. I didn't see that. You didn't see that? Everybody else saw it. Everybody else saw it. So I don't know why he said that in the chat, but he's twerking around down there with the trifecta. You know what I mean? But he tried to dog the trifecta out, and pretty much take the trifecta out. With and a lot of people was, getting a good kiki out of it. I was, until it wasn't funny no more. Okay? And I'm not even gonna lie about it. Like I said, in retrospect, right? So, but he's down here saying the sector did not turn on you for me, which is a lie. Okay, if that's what you're saying, I didn't see that. Well, everybody else saw that, child. And so, she's talking. And then and then he goes down there. That's crazy, Jay slash Nyca. Because they still talking about it, right? Child. I was like, honey. But y'all know I had to come with some receipts, right? I can't believe he was down and telling me something. I didn't see it. But I didn't see that the sector turned on you. For me. I'm like, no, he didn't. No, he did. But anyway, Nika said, until you do right by me, okay. I said, go, Nika. Go, Nika. Nika clearly, and then that's why I don't understand why Nika, um, uh, was trying to make nice with him the other day, right? I'm like, girl, he clearly hurt you, because everybody, we could tell what you was putting on your wall and everything. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video. How many likes do I have? My people ain't here. I guess they still, everywhere else. They might pop in later, right? They did turn on her for him. That is true, Candy Cane. Yes, they did. That is what happened. And he talked about, I didn't see it that way. I'm like, excuse me. So anyway, let me go back to the receipts child. So in the live going on, and Nika said that, and I was like, wow, go Nika, go Nika, go Nika. I was like, baby, because I didn't understand why she was trying to make nice with him. I'm like, for what? He done did you like that, girl? And then he want people to bow down to him because on his live yesterday, he told me something, pretty much, he ain't got no more smoke for Krista because Krista said she don't want no smoke from him. And he said he ain't gonna, I guess he ain't gonna have no more smoke. This is prior to that video, for Nika no more. I think that's who he was talking about, child. You know what I mean? But he was on me, but honey, you can stay on me because I would never bow down to your monkey ass, okay? Which you look like you so skinny. You talking about Rico's health status. You just as skinny as Rico. You look like you could be snapped like a twig, just like Rico. Okay, the nerve. The nerve. Child, who you think he is, right? But this what got me, right, y'all? So some messy boots put down there says says Visa. I want the receipts of KRM paying Rico. Rico said he ain't pay him for judging a contest. Meanwhile, KRN put Nika on blast about just Sarah. It just be it's just me being messy, right? But that's the truth, though. That is the truth. Now, KRN did talk about the Nika and Just Sarah about Nika not paying Just Sarah because Just Sarah owe her some money. So how you gonna talk about Nika not paying Just Sarah, cause she owed her some money or taking her money off the top of it about that contest, right? And you done did the same thing to Rico. Make it make sense. Child, yes, yesterday that he has. I know that's what they said earlier. Yeah, yeah, but I didn't hear him say it. You know what I mean? So I have to say allegedly because I didn't hear it. But anyway, this right here tripped me out. Now, I don't even know nothing about this contest that they talking about. But if you did that, if you didn't pay Rico, because Rico, I guess, owed you some money for the storage unit or the cleaning up of the storage unit. Now, he did say Rico eventually paid him back. But, so you going to do the same thing that Nika did? He judging the contest and you didn't pay him because he owed you some money? Child. But you made a big thing out of it. Like I said, what about the Jet Sarah situation? And I believe it was what ugly T-shirt contest. Is that what that ugly sweater contest or something, right? But you did the same thing. Okay. But anyway, some people paying attention, child. I had to show y'all that little receipt. Now I don't even know nothing about the contest. That's the first time I had ever heard of it, right? So what else I take a screenshot of? Yeah, then they went on and talking. I think this is when James Coward, Tracer Lane was up on the panel and said he can't believe folks think it's that bad. And they were talking about the sector, the sector being, not never gonna be what it once was, and it's low vibe, it's no entertainment. The quality value is subpar and lackluster. There's a lot of new people around her that don't know what the B sector used to be. You know what I mean? And so for that reason, they think it's cool around here, right? Oh, I did that one, but it's not, right? Now I thought I took this screenshot because this person ain't pleased says now people, because I agree with this. Now people beef with who they see as easy, right? When Roman went after Nyca specifically, he felt like she was a soft target, right? And Nyca, for you to be trying to talk nice to him after all that stuff that he did to you, was you proving that you was a soft target. But when you come back last night, until you do right by me, I say, go, Nyca. If she fits to stand up, oh, shoot. Go, Nyca, right? And then I need to put receipts in my title, right? This person says, now people beef with who they see as easy targets, right? And keep grabbing the same person. Sure do keep grabbing the same person. But let me tell you something. KRN, boy, I'm not an easy fucking target. Cause the more you grab for me, the more I'm gonna grab for you. Okay? So don't think I'm no weak target. Bitch, I ain't Nyca and you can't shut me the fuck up with your big water head, big head, little brain. Okay? Child, please. Anyway, subscribers get tired of it after a while, even if we don't like the person being dragged. And I think that's what happened with the Nyca situation. They flat out got tired. I got tired of it after a while. Okay? Now I was rah on the bus at first. I think thought it was a good kiki. But Charlie kept reaching for Nyca to the point where I got tired of it. I was like, damn, how many times you gonna beat the woman up? Let it go. Oh Lord. Then it says, just chilling says the bottom line is you can't beef with the same person and expect the people not to get bored. That's true. Says nor can you beef and make up in 2 days and think it's good content. I absolutely agree with that. It will never be like it was, because no, it was because, honey, the beefs of the past, the old beef sector beefs, honey, that there is still bad blood to this day behind them beefs, okay? And so, and then they didn't make up in 2 days. All right. It's still animosity to this day. Hey, B Set the podcast. So yeah, this stuff they're doing right now, even Sean Bradley said it's watered down a week. Now I heard somebody saying that VS said what did she say? She said something about Sean Bradley still behind the scenes pulling the strings or something. Did anybody hear that? I heard that on somebody's channel, right? Now I didn't hear her say it once again, because like I said, I've been on there been over there forever. But they were saying VS or somebody was saying that Sean Bradley is still pulling strings behind the scenes. Now maybe they said that because they know that Sean Bradley and KRN, they he was with them in Vegas and whatnot. And maybe that's why she's saying that. But whoever said it, I can agree with that. I really can, because Sean Bradley is very, very messy. Okay. And he appear to be gone, but he ain't gone just like the rest of the OGs ain't gone. He just don't drop down as much. He dropped down over there. We seen him on Jay Dunn's panel. But don't think for a minute him or none of the OGs don't know what's going on around here, cause they do. But if he is pulling some kind of strings, he's KRN's puppeteer. He's pulling KRN strings. Okay. So I can see why, especially if VS said it, I can see why she said what she said. Because it makes a lot of sense. Because we know he's known for that. Okay. I gotta put that. Y'all know what I'm gonna do? For everybody here that's listening, right? When I get off of this video, I'm going to put up a video from 2019, okay? Because people don't like the memory lane videos, but I'm going to put up a video, a very messy video concerning Sean Bradley from 2019, okay? Y'all make sure y'all look at that. I'm going to premiere it, right? Now, I may not be in the chat, but I'm going to premiere the video so y'all can watch it, okay? When I get off here, I'm gonna set up the premiere and everything. It's a good little kiki. I hope that y'all watch. It's a blast from the past. Down memory lane. This is, like I said, 2019. A lot of things have transpired clearly since 2019. But that video is what was going on at the time in 2019. So I'm gonna put it out there, right? It's a lot of fake kicking and fake making up. in this red cap in our sector. I don't know what that means, Betty Boo. I get the part about the fake. I guess the fake fighting and the fake making up. I get that part up on this red app. I guess the YouTube app in all sectors. Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna put up that video. I hope y'all look at it, right? But yeah, I got a good little kiki out of that video. Her Nyca said, "Until you do right by me." I said, "Baby, go Nyca." Woo! And that was a bald faced lie when he tried to act like he don't believe, that the sector turned on Nyca for him. I mean, like, really? You would have to be Ray Charles blind not to see that was what was going on. What you mean? But when you said that, that's like you niggas explaining, and that was real. You saw her as an easy target, and you exploited the situation. That's what that said to me when you put that down there in the chat concerning Nyca. But I was glad. I was like, I couldn't understand why Nyca was trying to make so nice with him. But when she did that 360 last night, I was like, go Nyca, because it don't have to be no peace for him. Who the hell is he? He ain't moving no mountains around here. Honey, he just a thin-skinned heifer. Okay? Calling on Rico. For what? Rico of all people. That really showed how weak that you really are. And some people think it's cute, but it showed me how weak you really are. That's what it showed me. But like I said, once again, you got to do better, honey. You got to do better if you coming for me, okay? Because that stuff you call roasting and gagging, number one, the reads is tired and delayed. And number two, uh, I mean, like, you sound goofy. Okay, whether you jumping up and down, it's more entertaining when you jumping up and down with your eyes bulging out of your head like you a chihuahua or something, okay? But that you can never read me, boy. You got to do better, okay? And your skin is too thin, honey. Because you be touching your spirit by words, okay? Words don't bother me. It really don't. Mm-mm. Nope. You got to do better. You got to absolutely do better. I am not impressed. Okay? Coming for the orca. Like you can touch me in any kind of way. Mentally. Okay? And then you had the nerve. Let me get off here, y'all. But this one got me too. Who? Now, I guess James put this in his head, right? Now, when y'all know when I'm reading Roasting and Gagging and Dragging, I'm gonna reach for everything, right? So James, got online the other day, and I said this yesterday, because he said, I guess I said something about his tallywhacker being small or something like that. I don't know. I didn't see it, but clearly a lot of people did. I didn't see it. So I don't know if James is assuming I saw it or what he was assuming or KRN either. But honey, I don't care nothing about that. That is not my world. Okay? You are disgusting to even think that, right? So James said, well, I can attest for the fact that it ain't small. And I'm like, okay. So he gonna get on yesterday talking about, cause James said what he said. Didn't he call me a perv or something like that? Nigga, I am roasting and gagging and dragging you. I did not see you. You the one online exposing yourself. So who's the perv, honey? It seemed to me like you are, cause I don't care about the size of your member at all, honey. It was a part of the roast, the gag, and the drag. Now maybe a lot of people around here don't seen it, but I ain't seen it. Okay, and don't want to see it. And for what? Oh my God! And then he had the nerve now talking about live roasting, y'all. And I'm gonna get out of here. He said I can. He talking about me not having no kids and all of this and all that, right? Then he gonna have the nerve, which is fine, but he gonna. This is what I started laughing at, right? The next breath out of his mouth was, "I can have kids. I done had some for JJ before." I'm like, number one, you might have had it before when you was younger, trying to figure out yourself, but clearly you didn't like it. Okay, that's your choice. He said, I can have kids. I'm like, what, through artificial insemination? Like, I'm trying to make it make sense. Okay. I'm trying. I done had it before. I was like, oh, y'all remember when Sean Bradley used to say that? I done had it before. I done had some before. Talking about some of woman parts with her. I said, baby, if these fools don't shut all the way up, they are just grossing me out on a daily basis. Y'all, please hit the like button before I get up out of here. I don't even, none of my people was there because they're everywhere else, and I didn't get to see how many likes I had, but if y'all got me to even close to 100 likes, thank you so much. Okay, but I am gonna get up out of here. Y'all done talk for an hour. But Chad, it just tripped me out when he said that. I said, the nerve. Who do you think I'm these old desperate women around? I don't care nothing about your talent work or nobody else's online. Are you okay? Shit, the nerve. Now I don't know if it was ego. I don't know if it was an attempt at a roast. I mean, I really don't know what it was supposed to be, but I was like, the nerve. And you got that idea, I guess, from James. But baby, let me tell you, I ain't none of these old thirsty women's around here, honey. Oh, I got 75. Oh wow, thank you, True Black. Oh wow, I appreciate the 75 likes. Can y'all get me to 100? Can I get 24 more likes before I leave up out of here? I know y'all like this commentary because at least it ain't boring. Okay, child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. But anyway, if y'all came in late, please be part of the replay game. But I was like, child, honey, I am not delusional. Okay? Ugh. I mean, the nerve. Maybe want to throw up in the back of my throat. I was like, child. Mm-mm. I guess he thought I was gonna come out here and start saying, because he called me a phobe, could start saying, some stuff like that. But nah, 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 honey, you roasted and gagged and dragged yourself yesterday, KRN. Okay, by the actions, by your actions, not about what you said about me, but what you did to Rico. You dragged yourself yesterday. You made yourself look bad. Now these people might lie to you and they call themselves standing behind you. But that stuff you did to that boy, to Rico yesterday was absolutely uncalled for. Why would you wish bad on his living situation? Why are you trying to take his dog away from him? Okay? Just all this stuff out of spite. And if you was doing anything for Rico at any point in time from the heart, you wouldn't have came out and told nobody about it. So you had other intentions as well. Okay? You probably had the same thing on your mind that ODS had, if you ask me. Okay, whole bunch of weirdos online exposing themselves and all of this and all of that. It's just not natural to me. Like I said, I guess I'm old school, but baby, no sir. And once again, honey, hurt people, hurt people. You got to be pretty hurt to do what you did to Rico and his dog. And what is the calling about? What joy do you get out of calling? Trying to find out about somebody's health status. Like, what is that about? Even inquiring about a situation cause of what Rico said. Like, what definitions of what you trying to find out what he meant by what he was diagnosed with, or what, like what was that even about? Like, are you okay? Well, clearly not though. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But yeah, honey, that Pizarro video with TRX on there, that was good video. I have to give her that. That was good video. Nika said, until you do right by me. I said, go, Nika. But I hope she stand firm on it. I said, you go, girl. I was like, go, Nika. Child, I was confused when she was talking nice to this fool. I was like, child, make it make sense. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I had time this morning. Just let me say, child. Y'all, they say the heat index around here where I stay at, the heat index is gonna be above 100 degrees today. By noon. By noon, it's supposed to be above 100 degrees. I was like, that don't make no sense. Okay. I said, let me come on here as early as I can. Okay. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. the things BP but yeah, do to each other is truly sad. Yeah, 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 yeah. You get mad when other people do the same. That's true. That's true. Get mad when other people. Yeah, yeah. You know, karma. Woo, baby, karma is something else. Karma. That karma. That heifer is something else. Oh, it's the same in NYC, Betty Boop. Lord, yeah, they said the heating index is gonna be over 100 by noon. Child. Don't make no sense. I'm glad I don't have to go nowhere today. I really am glad. They're just gonna stay around the house and and do what I do. That's what I'm doing today. It's so hot I can't let the dog go out there like that. It's ridiculous. Mm-mm. I was rushing out of here yesterday because I had to a child take the dog, get the dog a bath, and get it groomed. It was that time, and he'd been out to do with his business, but he been been back in the house, and since it's getting hot, I'm gonna let him out, for his midday, take care of his midday business, but he can't stay out there today. He got to come right back in the house. It's too hot. Nobody don't need to be out there if they don't have to. So y'all be take care when it comes to this hot weather. Oh yeah, your karma is something else, honey. Karma is something else. Ooh, we share health in Red Hills, okay? And then Manolo Blahnik Red Hills, honey. What the Manolo Blahniks, them ain't Reds, but y'all know what I'm talking about. She'll bitch in Red Hills and she'll let you stomp all over you, okay? Mm-mm. And she might put on some red bottoms, child. And she come quick these days too. So be careful. Like I told y'all, that tongue is powerful, baby. Ooh wee. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you all for listening to me this morning. Those of you who stayed, thank you guys for hitting the like button. If you came in late, please be part of the replay gang. You know what I mean? I am good with the replay gang, honey. All right, and thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the support, Betty Boop, and who else was that super chatted me? Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I can't scroll back up to see, but I was like, what? I got two super chats today. Child, I'm off today and tomorrow. Thank you. I know that's right, Betty Boop, right? Oh, child. That heat starts making my head hurt. It's ridiculous, and it makes me angry. I said, let me keep my butt in the house absolutely today, okay, child. But thank God I don't have to go. Hey, Tisa, how you doing? Tisa, you gonna have to be part of the replay game, girl, child. But like I said, let me get off of here, y'all, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Please stay hydrated. Don't go out there in this heat if you don't have to, cause it'll sneak up on you. I don't play with the heat. I really don't. No, ma'am. I'm so glad. Yo, thank you, Tisa. Thank you so much. Tisa, we can always count on Tisa, honey, for being part of that replay gang. And she came in late. I appreciate your support, Tisa. But I'm going to get off here, y'all. And this is just my commentary. This is just what I felt about what I saw, it's pertaining to Rico and his dog and his house and his mental health. I'm like, oh my good. Oh my goodness. Wow. I don't like the heat, and I'm born in August. Woo, child, Billy Boo. Not that that August heat is something different. Okay, that's a different kind of heat down here in the south. Okay, down here in the south, this heat is really dry and it's really thick. Like you can almost cut a knife with it. Sometimes, it's really just bad. It's just a lot. It's a lot to deal with. It's just horrible. Ugh. Ooh, child. That's why folks around here get up and start going fishing 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when they out from work on the weekend. Okay. I used to can hang, but I can't hang no more. I just hang back and I just stay at home, honey, and let the men's go fishing. I love to fish, but I can't do it no more. I ain't did it this summer. Well, I did it one time this summer. Just once. Just once. And I drove my own car because when I got hot and I was ready to leave, I left. Okay. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Not gonna make me sick cause of the heat. Trying to catch some fish. Lord knows I love the fish, but not that much. Mm-mm. Not to the point to where I'm gonna have a heat stroke or something. Child, let me get out here. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all be mindful of these demons that you watching on the other side of your screen. Honey, don't let this stuff corrupt your moral compass. I don't care how much stuff you talk around here. You ain't got to affect somebody's livelihood offline. That is absolutely not necessary in my opinion. Okay, and like I said, hurt people. And the thinner the skin, the more they want to hurt you. Okay? So y'all don't be no part of that, right? And watch how these people talk to they so called supporters, okay? Because they was talking about that in Pizarro's live last night too. I was like, wow, the nerve. But okay, all right. It was like that yesterday. The humidity was thick. Everyone have a great day. I guess it was, Betty Boo. And I was out in it yesterday. I tried to get off. I tried to do my little video, but I got off as quickly as I could because I knew I was gonna have to be out there, me and the dog. And honey, it's too much for both of us. Okay, it is too much. Oh Lord. But all right, I'm gonna go. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Y'all be safe out there. Shoot, y'all be safe on these YouTube streets, okay? And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye bye. Peace.